Hi, good morning everyone. Or well, I guess I should say good afternoon. Good afternoon guys. So today we are in Chicago. I'm so excited because this is one of those cities I've always wanted to visit but just never got the chance. I've seen many photos and many videos of this wonderful city. Luckily today it is actually not so cold. I know I'm still wearing a jacket, but it's not like freezing cold. But yeah, definitely I can see why they call it the Windy City. It is still pretty windy, even during this time of year. Yeah, but definitely gonna be a good 2-day trip here. So we are starting our day downtown by the Willis Tower. So yeah, I didn't know, but inside the Willis Tower, there's actually kind of like a food court around here. There's donuts, there's various independently owned food places that I've never seen before. Definitely a pretty decent variety of things. Definitely very modern. Kind of reminds me of those like some of those markets that we've seen in other cities where they have a bunch of different food options. In the Willis Tower is also where you can get the sky deck all the way to the top and see the whole city. Unfortunately, we're not going to do that today as it is a little expensive, $30 per person, but maybe next time. Yeah, if you just go down the escalator, there is more seating down here, as well as there's also some restrooms. Yeah, so here is a place you could actually find free restrooms in case you guys are looking for it. So, time for my favorite part of visiting a new place, exploring the new city. So, as you guys know, I love big cities. I've been to Paris. We've been to New York many times. I'm from San Francisco. I love Los Angeles. We've been to Philadelphia, Boston. We've been to almost all the big cities of the US. So, I'm so excited to be here in Chicago finally. So, I think something really cool about Chicago is it is both the start and the finish of the historical Route 66. So, for those of you guys that have done Route 66, you'll probably stopped in Chicago at some point, whether to begin or end your travels. So I really hope to be able to do the Route 66 someday, either this year or next year. I've seen many videos of it online, and it seems really cool to be able to see all the different little stops on the Route 66. Oh, here we are on the bridge. Over there, we are approaching Chicago's Union Station. So, as I said in a previous video, we've been to various Union Stations. We've been to Los Angeles Union Station, Denver's Union Station, and here is Chicago's Union Station. So just earlier we were seeing one of the many entrances of Union Station. Over here is another entrance, and now we are going to the main entrance of Union Station. The main entrance of Union Station has a bunch of these columns outside. Yeah, so let's go inside. Yeah, definitely very beautiful inside this Union Station. There's a huge American flag hanging, as well as more columns. So did you guys know that the Chicago Union Station was built in May of 1925? Isn't that crazy? It's almost 100 years old. Just 2 more years. If I came in 2025, it would be 100 years of Chicago Union Station. Here at Union Station, Chicago, you can catch the Amtrak as well as the other transportation called Metro. They have a lot of the trains here. I saw that there were also some buses. Yes, this Union Station in Chicago is also one of the many connecting Amtrak trains that you'll get if you want to travel all the way across from San Francisco all the way down to Florida. This would be one of the stops your train would go. There's the train that goes all the way from the California Zephyr Comes all the way from Emeryville all the way to Union Station, Chicago, and then you'll transfer trains. So yeah, I hope someday to take the train all the way across the country and come here by Amtrak. Over here we can see some of the trains. There's the Metra, as well as the Amtrak, one of the older trains too, Federal Railroad Administration. Wow, there are a lot of train tracks here. Many crossing over each other. Yeah, so if you guys didn't know already, Chicago is pretty much the main hub of where you can get trains to anywhere in the US pretty much. Like I said, to California, New York, Florida, this is where they all connect. So the next stop on our day one tour of Chicago, we are here at Portillo's. So actually, I didn't know, but Portillo's actually came from Chicago. The original Portillo's is located in Villa Park. Villa Park is about 30 minutes more inland west of Chicago, so it's not even really in Chicago. So unfortunately, we won't be able to see the original today, but it's really cool that we are seeing Portillo's in not just Florida. As you guys know, Portillo's is located in Orlando, so we're seeing how they compare. So it looks like this one is made out of bricks. It definitely looks more fancy on the outside compared to the one in Orlando. Well, the inside looks kind of similar to the one in Orlando. A lot of decorations looks pretty similar. So something I really love about Chicago is that it's a big city like New York and DC and San Francisco, so there's a lot of pretty good public transportation here. Something I always really miss when I'm in Florida. Here we are in front of the Field Museum. Unfortunately today I don't think we will have enough time to visit it, and yeah, I think on this trip we won't be able to visit it, but I definitely would love to go to the museum next time for sure. There's a lot of things to do in Chicago. I feel like there's so much to do and not enough time. It's like New York. I feel like I need maybe a week to do it all. And things are actually very expensive in Chicago too, so I need time and money to do it all. So something else by the Field Museum, we have the aquarium as well. It looks like most of the things are in this area by the park. Chicago is a really nice city to walk, especially now during the end of spring, almost almost to summertime. A really nice city to walk. Yeah, and I heard in winter and fall it gets pretty cold here, but yeah, right now it's very pleasant. It's a lot of areas you can just walk around. It's peaceful. Yeah, so right now we are walking by the pier area. So here we are at the Navy Pier. So here they have a boat tour. It is a 75 minutes tour. Yeah, they leave about every 45 minutes. The first one being at 10:45 in the morning, and last one being at 7:30 p.m. It does cost almost $50 per person though. $46.20 for adults 13 and over, and $26.25 for children. So it is pretty expensive. Yeah, they have two options. There's the 40-minute tour that departs about every half hour. It's slightly cheaper, about $32 per adult and $12.25 per child. Yeah, still definitely very expensive. I'm not sure that this is really worth the money. It's very expensive boat tour. Especially if it's not winter, it's a really nice walk around the waterfront area rather than taking the boat ride. Yeah, over here is one of the boat tours that I was talking about earlier, the shoreline sightseeing. So it looks like here by the pier there's like a little kind of attractions and shopping area. Like there's the Margaritaville, there's McDonald's. Inside here there's a kind of food court, Ben and Jerry's, pizza, kind of Chinese food, chicken place. There's a Ferris wheel, kind of like the Orlando Eye. And we passed by earlier the Children's Museum. So yeah, there's a lot of different things here for you to do if you're willing to spend some money, as well as the boat tours. Here's a few more boat tours sponsored by Sea Dog. So here we have 75-minute river and lake architectural tour. Cost about $50 per person for adults, $40 for kids. Yeah, looks like they do 2 tours a day, 11:15 and 3:15. Or you can do the speedboat ride, which is a few times a day, for 30 minutes, $35 for adults and $25 for kids. Yeah, definitely also pricey, but it's definitely something we can do when you are here in Chicago, if you are into that. We also have the speedboats in San Francisco, very similar to that. So here are the boats over there. There's a red one parked as well as a couple of yellow ones. So it is now pretty much completely dark in Chicago. We are here at the Riverwalk. Yeah, it's definitely a very beautiful city, especially at night. It's very unique. We really enjoyed our first day here in Chicago. Definitely a lot of things to do. And looking forward to another day here tomorrow. So it looks like there's some sort of projection show going on at night over here by the Riverwalk. Yeah, I have no idea what the projection show is supposed to be, but it looks cool. So for dinner, it wouldn't be Chicago without trying a Chicago-style deep dish pizza. So we went to this place called Rosati's Pizza. We saw Giordano's, but we already have Giordano's in Florida, so we decided to try something new. We ended up getting a ham and mushroom deep dish pizza. Can't wait to eat it. All right, so we are getting ready for bed now. Yeah, the Rosati's pizza was actually pretty good. It surprisingly was not that expensive. For a whole deep dish pizza, it cost me about $23. So just cheese and sauce and crust costs about $19, and then each topping you put on costs extra. So it costs us a little bit extra for our mushrooms and Canadian bacon, plus some tax. So yeah, it didn't really cost too much. It was pretty cheap. Yeah, and it was pretty good. Not the same like Giordano's. We did find Giordano's is kind of heavier. Giordano's really is kind of like a pie. For me, the Rosati's pizza was kind of similar to like eating like just normal pizza. It wasn't very heavy, but it was really delicious. I think I actually like Rosati's more than Giordano's. Yeah, so we're exhausted. We did a lot of walking today. You guys wouldn't believe, but all that walking we did, we walked about 13 miles today. So we're going to take a shower and go to bed. So see you guys in the morning. Bye.